Get ready to journey to some of the world's most remote frontiers, where time seems to stand still and life unfolds in profound isolation. Today, we're exploring 5 of the most secluded islands on Earth, places where communities have adapted to an existence nearly untouched by the modern world. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Your support helps me keep bringing you new adventures, starting with number 1, Tristan da Cunha. With a population of just around 250, this is the planet's most isolated inhabited community. Set in the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, Tristan da Cunha is as close as you can get to the middle of nowhere. It lies 2,816 kilometers from South Africa and 3,360 kilometers from South America, a tiny speck of land adrift in the South Atlantic. Discovered in 1506 by Portuguese explorer Tristão da Cunha, who was unable to set foot on the island due to rough seas, the island remained uninhabited until 1810. That's when American explorer Jonathan Lambert arrived, and 6 years later, he declared himself ruler. Thanks to its isolated location, life on Tristan da Cunha remains a fascinating blend of resilience and seclusion. The United Kingdom eventually annexed Tristan da Cunha, establishing a military base there. Over time, the island attracted families of shipwrecked fishermen and adventurous Europeans, forming the roots of today's close-knit community. Many of the islanders still bear the surnames of those early settlers like Glass and Green, carrying on a lineage that stretches back to those resilient pioneers. Despite its tiny population, Tristan da Cunha has managed to maintain some modern essentials. A small hospital provides basic medical care with a team that includes a dentist, a nurse, and a doctor. However, for any major medical needs, residents must be evacuated to South Africa, a journey that underscores just how isolated this island really is. There's also a school offering education up to age 16 and a modest grocery store. However, groceries must be ordered weeks or even months in advance, as everything has to be shipped from the nearest port. Isolation, however, does pose unique challenges here. Traditional electricity isn't available, and the island relies on centralized diesel generators. Winters are harsh, storms frequent, and daily life demands resilience and adaptability. But for all its hardships, Tristan da Cunha is also a haven of natural beauty. It provides a sanctuary for countless bird species and marine animals, and the surrounding waters teem with vibrant marine life. Tristan da Cunha is also a refuge for endangered species that struggle to survive elsewhere. However, living here comes with its own risk. It's a volcanic island, and its only settlement, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, sits at the foot of a volcano that last erupted in the 1960s. For those who crave remoteness and the thrill of living close to a volcano, Tristan da Cunha might be the ultimate adventure. Moving on to number 2, Pitcairn Island. Nestled in the vast Pacific Ocean between Chile and New Zealand, Pitcairn is one of the most isolated places on Earth, with a population of only around 60 people. Nearly everyone here is descended from the infamous mutineers of the HMS Bounty, who revolted against Captain William Bligh in 1789. After the mutiny, Fletcher Christian and his fellow rebels fled British justice and settled on Pitcairn Island, bringing Polynesians from Tahiti with them. This small group formed the roots of the community that still inhabits Pitcairn today. Accessible only by boat, a journey that takes days depending on the weather, Pitcairn remains largely cut off from the outside world, as it has no airport. The island boasts stunning landscapes and rich marine life, but faces challenges, including a shortage of younger residents. For those drawn to its unique history and breathtaking natural beauty, Pitcairn is a place like no other, but it requires a spirit willing to embrace both its isolation and its challenges. Pitcairn Island has faced an uphill battle to keep its community thriving, but its residents carry on a rich cultural heritage that makes this island a living museum of history and tradition. The language spoken here, Pitcairn, is a blend of English and Polynesian, a linguistic reminder of the unique heritage of the mutineers and Polynesians who settled here centuries ago. Locals celebrate Mutiny Day, a holiday that honors their ancestors with events, storytelling, and reenactments of the historic mutiny on the HMS Bounty. The islanders also craft baskets and wooden sculptures, which they sell to visitors as a way of preserving and sharing their culture. Number 3, we have Palmerston Island, located around 3,200 kilometers northeast of New Zealand. With a population of just 62 people, everyone here is descended from a single family line, making it one of the most isolated communities in the world. Discovered by Captain James Cook in 1774, Palmerston was settled by William Masters in 1863, along with his Polynesian wife and her cousins, after he received ownership from Queen Victoria. Over the years, he and his wives had 23 children, establishing the family line that continues today. Nearly all current residents are his direct descendants. Life on Palmerston Island is simple and remote. There are no shops, banks, or markets. Instead, residents depend on fishing and small-scale farming to meet their needs. Electricity, generated from fuel, is available for only 6 hours a day, and medical supplies are minimal. For serious health concerns, residents have to seek care far from the island, highlighting just how isolated this community really is for medical emergencies. Palmerston Island residents must be evacuated to Rarotonga, a journey that can take days, entirely dependent on sea conditions. Fresh drinking water is also scarce, so rainwater collection is a lifeline. Palmerston, part of the Cook Islands, is over 500 kilometers from Rarotonga, the Cook Islands' main island. Without an airport, Palmerston is reachable only by occasional boat trips, making each journey unpredictable and leaving the island profoundly isolated from the outside world. At number 4, we have St. Helena, famously known as the final place of exile for Napoleon Bonaparte. One of the most secluded islands on the planet, St. Helena's rich history and resilient community make it both captivating and unique. This small volcanic island lies in the heart of the South Atlantic, approximately 1,950 kilometers from the coast of Africa and over 2,800 kilometers from South America. Discovered by the Portuguese in 1502, St. Helena was once a crucial stop for ships navigating between Europe, Africa, and Asia. Today, St. Helena is home to around 4,500 residents, often called Saints. The population is a diverse blend of European, Asian, and African ancestry, a reflection of the island's colonial past and its significance as a maritime waypoint. St. Helena's extreme isolation has long been a challenge. Until 2017, the only way to reach the island was aboard the RMS St. Helena, which made occasional voyages from Cape Town. Now, with a small airport in place, access to St. Helena is easier but still limited, as flights depend heavily on favorable weather. Life on St. Helena has its challenges. The cost of living is high, as many essentials, from food to building materials, must be imported. Local shopping options are limited to small family-run stores and markets, and while there is a hospital and a few schools, formal education only goes up to primary level. For further studies, young people must travel abroad, often to the UK or South Africa. Tourism, particularly around Napoleon's legacy, is a vital part of the local economy, yet limited infrastructure and difficult access mean visitor numbers remain low. At number 5, we have Socotra Island. Situated about 350 kilometers off the coast of Yemen in the Arabian Sea, Socotra is otherworldly in every sense. Its roughly 60,000 residents, primarily Bedouins and descendants of Arab traders, live in a landscape that feels untouched by time. Socotra is renowned for its unique flora and fauna, like the iconic dragon's blood tree, whose umbrella-like branches and red sap create an alien atmosphere. Remarkably, 1/3 of Socotra's plant and animal species are found nowhere else on Earth. The people of Socotra live in close connection with their environment, using native plants for food, medicine, and construction. The island's cultural traditions are as unique as its ecosystem, with the local language, Socotri, still spoken thanks to the island's isolation. Although part of Yemen, Socotra's distance from the mainland and its extraordinary biodiversity lend it a near-mythical aura. Tourists and biologists alike are drawn to its surreal landscapes, which include ancient caves, pristine beaches, and rugged mountains. However, tourism is carefully controlled to preserve the island's delicate ecosystem. These islands offer much more than isolation. They are sanctuaries of peace, culture, and natural beauty. If you're drawn to the idea of living far from the crowds, they might just be your paradise. From incredible landscapes to tight-knit communities and age-old traditions, these islands stand as timeless examples of resilience and adaptation. So, what fascinated you the most? If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more incredible content. Until next time.